Hey, what's going on, everyone? Back with some EDC content. I'm doing this video because I actually ended up just selling this Omega Seamaster Pro 300, and I've certainly owned a lot of watches since I started my YouTube channel, and never did any videos about like impressions or anything like that, and that's on me. I definitely regret that, but with this one going out the door on Monday, I kind of want to just capture my thoughts of it and why I'm getting rid of it. For me personally, like I do think that this could be your only watch. However, I'm a huge fan. Like my number one watch is going to be a 1991 Rolex Submariner that I'm just obsessed with. Love it. Everything that I try, I'm always comparing it to that Rolex Submariner. And so what I did was, when I had a little extra change, I kind of would invest that money, so to speak, in another watch that I wanted to try see how it stacked up, having, variety being the spice of life. But I sound like an idiot, but this would be the second Seamaster that I've owned. I actually owned a very early 2000s quartz version, but a lot of people were talking about the Seamaster Pro, and I do get it, but there are definitely some reasons why I'm going to be selling it. So with that, I kind of wanted to get into my initial impressions. Again, this one is going to be going to Canada on Monday, but just wanted to capture my thoughts on it. This is the box that the S&P 300 comes in. It is huge. I don't know what people do with this. Like, apparently you have like grandparents laying around, you can put their ashes in this thing. Like, I don't know who uses this thing, but what I have found and like what I want to foot stomp, whenever you buy an Omega, like with it being such a popular brand, like if you buy one and then try to sell it on the secondary market, if you do not have all of the paperwork, etc., that comes with it, you're gonna be hurting. You're gonna lose a lot of money, and that includes these three cards here. So the master chronometer, that's gonna be kind of the I don't know, like the card basically saying that it's a legit chronometer, the international warranty card, and then these pictograms. And the cool thing about this watch, and like what I would strongly encourage people that are interested in picking one up is doing, download the Omega app. My buddy Alex kind of he shepherded me into figuring it out, but once you download the app, you can actually hold up the master chronometer card to your phone and it will tell you what the model is. It's legit, whatever. So as you can tell, I mean, Omega has definitely had a lot of fakes come around, and so just to ensure that you are getting the genuine article, that may be worth your while. But so here's the watch. I will say, coming from, I'm a huge fan of Tudor, etc. Wasn't a huge fan of the clasp, to be honest with you. It felt a little bit like chintzy and not very positive, but you can open it up. There's a diver kind of an extension here, so you can extend it that much. When it was on my wrist though, so again, you have these two kind of, buttons, those lock in place. This flat surface of it being stainless, it definitely got a lot of like, what we equate to in the knife community as, snails, etc. It's very prone to that. And let me take off the watch that I have on, which is a Sangan Hydra, that new. What I found when I had this watch on, so it is a very heavy watch. Like, it almost felt like chainmail when it was on me. And I know you can say, like, across the board, like, I'll just throw it on a NATO, throw it on a rubber strap. Lord knows mine came with this, like, white Zealand strap, which you won't catch me dead with a white strap on a watch. And honestly, I was worried too. Like, this was my first white-faced watch. The other one that I almost had that was a white-faced watch would have been my Rolex Explorer 2, but I got it switched out for a black face. But I will say, like, if you are of darker complexion, the white is pretty hard to pull off, but if you're pasty white like me, you might be able to get by with it. If the bezel was stainless, definitely wouldn't be able to get away with it. I feel like the fact that it's black, it looks good. The dial is going to be ceramic, so that kind of lightens it up. It's not such like a glossy white. But what I kind of found was right here where the clasp is, it actually would dig into my wrist quite a bit. And I also really didn't care for kind of the dressed up nature of you know, this bracelet, as it were. I'm definitely more of a fan of like a traditional Rolex oyster bracelet. I don't know, it kind of felt like I had like a tank track like wrapped around wrapped around my wrist a little bit. But you know, all in all though, like looking at this watch, it is absolutely beautiful. Like I love the red accents in it. The bezel is super nice. I could definitely do without like I love it with like yeah, I love it as in I don't get it. I'm not a diver. I don't think anybody that owns this watch is a diver, but the whole like helium escape valve, you know, my last Tudor Pelagos left-hand drive had one that literally said like helium escape valve or whatever. Like, I don't really know who that caters to. Not a large amount of us who are actually into watches, but you know, it is what it is. There's a lot going on here as far as the, you know, these two kind of, yeah, it says right there. So HE, so that's your helium escape valve. But you know, I don't really need those you know, two functions on there. Really like the, you know, just keeping things simple, I'll say. I also really like the red accents. You know, it just says Seamaster in red, and the second hand is going to be kind of accented in red there. As I said before, love the black bezel, super nice clicks, etc. But also the lume on this, I'll try to post a picture. The lume on this was surprisingly good and kind of diverse. The dial looks very three-dimensional. It's very clean, as it were, but honestly, like, it just wasn't the one for me. Between the two crowns, the bracelet, how it felt on my wrist, and I know you can tell me, oh, you can throw this thing on at NATO, etc. I didn't really want to. I kind of, in, you know, 90% of the time, I really do like a nice bracelet, but this could not hold water against my Rolex Submariner. It is what it is. So you know, this one's gonna be going to the next owner. I think next for me, I'm gonna try to get a Rolex Datejust, just because I've always wanted one, or I might try to get back into a Breitling black steel, something like that. So just wanted to show you guys this watch, in case you're kind of on the fence about it. It's a great watch, great warranty. Make sure if you buy one, you have all the cards. If you own one, do not lose these cards. I don't care if you're moving cross country, whatever, like these are more important than your American Express. So hold on to them if you ever plan on selling it. So appreciate y'all tuning in, and yeah, we'll see you next time for some more EDC gear.